Why is it that salespeople fail? I'm Sylvan Bell. I'm coming to you live from Sacramento, California on a perfect day to talk about sales and a perfect day to talk about sales and sales training. This is video number 2 in the series. And one of the things that I really wanted to expand the conversation on is, we talked about that questions, a new salesperson goes out in the field, they ask a bunch of questions, they close deals because they don't know anything else. And then the second phase going around in the circle is they start asking or telling stories or listening to stories from the buyer. Now I'm going to say that this is typically where the salesperson starts inserting all sorts of wacky sales training into the process. Now, there are some people who are really good at things like NLP and embedded commands. But then there's people out there who I'm just going to kind of dabble in this, and I'm just going to start throwing stuff in there, and I'm going to throw the kitchen sink and a whole bunch of information, and they're not prepared. They don't have the right training. And then so they start going through the phase. I'm going to tell stories. I'm going to do all these ninja tricks and these ninja moves. They're going to trick people into buying from me. Maybe it's like some covert hypnosis. Maybe it's like some sleight of mouth, whatever there is. There's all those things built around NLP, all those things built around hypnosis. And this is typically in the story phase where people start inserting way too much stuff. They're making their sales process way too long. They're trying to add all these elements in that they heard that this guy or this girl did, and they thought that it was going to be cool. And then they get a sales trainer like me, and I'm like, what are you doing adding all this stuff? You're confusing the person that you're dealing with. You're adding in way too much information. You're not doing your job the right way. It's causing you a bunch of problems. You need to knock it off. So the S phase in QSDP is where most people start hitting for that sales slump, and it really causes them to struggle a lot. So if you're adding a lot of information to your presentation, or you're stepping outside of the bounds of what sales basic mastery is, this could be where you're losing it. Now, there are some people out there who do training in things like NLP and sleight of mouth and covert hypnosis who are fantastic at what they do. I'm going to promise you, this isn't something you could typically learn from a book. You're going to have to pay that coach or that mentor to go learn how to do that and have them work with you and figure out how to do it the right way. I see salespeople struggle with this a lot. They're cool with sales basic mastery, they know how to ask questions, and then they're like, well, I just want to push my process even further, and they overcomplicate it. And then this really follows in the stories portion, because then they come back and they tell me a story. They're like, but I met this guy, and this is what he told me to say, and this is what he told me to do. And I'm like, look, for right now, knock all that stuff out, keep going back to sales basic mastery, close some deals, increase your closing rate, and you're going to be okay. So there you go. If you could do a small favor for me in the box down below, leave a comment, question, or story, that'd be fantastic. To the right, to the left, there is a subscribe button. You know what you got to do. You got to subscribe. And then last off, you can send it off to all your friends via StumbleUpon, Facebook, Twitter, Google+. Why not even LinkedIn? Sylvan Bell. We'll see you soon. Thanks for watching. Aloha.